01. So Jenny, you know, I had created already before, like after the Wednesday, I had created one transforming fear into intelligence at the basis of alchemy. And then you suggested, then I deleted that and I created the new one. This, you were more excited about sharing the research of a person who has done research over the forest, jungles, and their healing powers, and whatever the logical syllogism you are quite excited about.
Yes. You know, I'm sitting here right now with my feet on an earthing mat. Have you heard of that?
No, we had a lot of earthing in India.
I know, but well, a lot of people, you know, work in offices all day, et cetera, et cetera. And so this earthing mat has the same frequency as the earth. And you put your feet on it and it opens the meridians in the body. So because I've had 6 children and things, I've gotten some veins in my legs. And so I started putting my feet on this earthing mat while I'm doing all my social media marketing on the computer. And it's completely healing my legs. And it's a mat that you just put your bare feet on, and like having your feet on the earth. And but they have a video I learned about 25 years ago where this guy they gave him 2 months to live. He had something was wrong with his liver, and he was some kind of an electrician. And so he had this thought, and he put copper in the ground, ran it to his bed, and put the wires across his bed and started sleeping on it. So the frequency of the earth kind of went in, and he was laying on it, completely healed his liver. So there's all kinds of things about earthing on the internet now, which this started like 20, 25 years ago, about it healing the frequencies of the body because it's the same vibration as the earth. Pretty interesting if you do some research.
We are here. Aghori Kalinaths.
Oh,
Adesh.
hello.
Adesh.
Adesh.
This is the greeting between this sect. No, Ram Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Shri Ram, no, Adesh.
Yeah.
So we are here.
Yeah.
So we are here discussing about, Jenny was just, you were here. Jenny was discussing about how people resolving their physical issue with gadgets like earthing gadgets. And we are here also to talk about the healing powers of being in nature, forest. So someone has done research, and you are the best also to put your input.
Yeah. Now I just can say that is really true, because I'm right now working for Amazon, and I'm always in the big halls with artificial light. I don't see any nature, and I have to wear security shoes. And I see, and the other way around, this is really very bad, because I was used to walk all the time barefoot in India. And yeah, I'm missing that.
Yeah, here we are much more of the time we can walk barefoot on the ground, on the floor in India. So we don't have so much earthing problem or vitamin D problem as in Scandinavian countries has vitamin D problem, no? Normal problem. And in the West, the way the Kalinath is mentioning, also I saw the atmosphere is closed circuit, closed rooms, AC atmosphere, fully closed, and you are with your machine, laptop, working. Neat and clean, hygienic, in that way, inside is hygienic, but not as a, I'm here sitting in a, seeing here forest, like.
And sunlight, yes. Yes.
So we are more close to nature. You are more close to God.
Definitely. Definitely.
No,
I
you are
love it.
reaching higher and higher towards God, to Mars, to this, to that planet, to this discovery. You are about to find the objective God, no? And we are here very close to nature, and we consider this is God.
Yeah. It's
You
also
know,
a way of charging.
oh, definitely. I got a cute story though. So I'm out and I put my feet on the earth every day, feed my little furry and feather friends. And I saw these ants and they started crawling on my feet. And I just thought, okay, everything happens for a reason. So I just observed the ants crawling around my feet. And so then all of a sudden one bit me. and and so I'm like, okay, I must have needed that venom, right? So I didn't even know they bite you. Isn't that interesting? They were black ants too. Do you
Black
have
ants
ants
don't
over there?
bite. Black ants don't bite unless they are big ones.
Well,
Usually they don't bite, black ones. Red one bites for sure,
uh, well,
to
this
make it
one
sure.
bit because I
It's
because I
nice.
kicked.
It's good for your. This acid is good for the blood purifications. These
Yeah,
poisons. Sometimes bee sting is also nice.
what's that?
Bee sting,
Oh yeah, yeah.
honeybee.
Well, they're using certain things from.
Once in a while, not a lot, but once in a while, nice.
They're using that for cancer now. I've seen a lot of research on that
Mm.
with the
It's
bees
like
and
something sharp in the body, like green chili, sharp taste, something cutting through, tongue, like something is cutting your tongue, beating, like ant bite, the bee sting, and mild electric shock sometimes, accidentally good.
yeah, it is an electric shock. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, it's good for health. Sometimes to get sick is good for health, no? Once in a
Yeah.
True.
while to get little bit fever, a little bit problem in the body, some sneezing, so it's good for the body.
And sometimes you realize that much more later. I had in Rajasthan one bichu, one Scorpio bite.
Mm.
And I had an operation of 8 hours to make this poison out with the doctors. But in later stages, I would say it was not only harming, it was also a blessing.
I don't know, once a Scorpio bit me on my back, but we have no immediately, we know the herbs. So some person immediately running, get the herbs, make it, the juice, put it there. Nothing for few hours, like you feel like vomiting, first like a vomiting, and then slowly your one nerve starts to get numb and painful. Whole night you cry, can't, like in my back, so I could not do anything, cannot sleep
Oh,
either. So but in the morning, fine.
wow.
You know, the Native Americans, to become a medicine man with the Native Americans, they have to be bit by a poisonous snake and overcome it and not let it kill them. So it's mind over matter. So I thought that was interesting too.
Very strange, where a lot of is Scorpio, then a lot of this grass, which is
Yeah,
anti-scorpion bite you can use, and everybody knowing it in the village. Oh, Scorpio bite, oh, here is the grass. And on the stone, just on the stone, crushing and applying immediately.
oh.
A grass.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think
grass.
immediately helping is important because I remember that I was feeling just dizzy and I fall asleep. And when I woke up in the morning, it became very big. I had like a leg like an elephant. And then I got fever and I thought, what is this? Then I went to the doctor and then he told me, yeah, you have actually to make directly a treatment. Then he tried to do a dressing and everything, but it was too late. Yeah.
No, our
Of what
body
they
has
do.
natural healing powers already. When it comes in contact, when you live naturally, you have this power more. More like Corona came. People who were more living naturally, they could fight it because their body is more like like fighters. They are practicing, so they are good fighters. So like in here, if you live close to nature, you always have to fight with a lot of kinds of bacteria and viruses. Because in forest, in jungle, bacteria are a lot. Viruses, bacteria are a lot. So your body learns. Each one is familiar with a lot of bacteria they are familiar with. No, it's like someone trained in warfare. So like in Asian Indian body or the body who are living close to nature, their body is more trained in warfare with bacteria and viruses and fungus.
True.
Makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, but this is another way that also one scientific research is that it more energy goes to fighting with the diseases, then growth of the body in size becomes less. No, if you since childhood, if you are really fighting, so there is a chance that your body will not grow big so much.
Okay, say that again now.
I
Okay,
mean,
so
just I don't know it's true, but there was one research, like they are
yeah.
researching why the height in the mountains and height of the people is getting less, and some people in another they are growing big, no, like in Americans, big. If you go to Nepal, they are smaller. Go to China, their body is smaller.
Yeah.
So if they have to fight with the harsh nature directly, a lot of bacteria, fungus, and climates directly coming to the body, so the energy goes to protect it. And the contrary, if you are in an environment where you are not exposed to so many bacteria and viruses, your body can grow more in size, bigger.
Makes sense.
I mean, just research study,
More.
just like you have the research study, Jenny has a research study. Please elaborate, which make
About what?
us the research you have found, you wanted to share.
Oh, well, I sent you that information about the trees, and when you go out in the trees, they actually affect the physiology out in the woods of your body. They rebuild cells, they enhance your immune system. I mean, just everything about nature feeds us. And it's interesting because whenever I would go for my walks when I lived in my other place, I would go meditate in pine trees and be a group of pine trees. And I'd sit there against the tree because pine trees are the most powerful healing trees, at least here in the US, to sit next to.
This is
And
Dr.
so,
Qing Li, Dr. Qing Li,
yeah.
a Japanese-based immunologist that we are sensing. Yeah.
You can read a little bit of it and share it.
Yeah, originally China dedicated over 2 decades to scientifically validating the healing power of nature through the practice of forest bathing.
Forest bathing.
New thing is coming in fashion now. Is going to come in fashion.
When if you have to be
Cut
naked.
all the trees.
I had sound bath, this bath, that sauna bath. When sound healing came, then came sound bath. No, people come for sound bath. Can you give us sound bath? And now it's forest bathing. Very nice term, forest bathing. This pioneer research focused on phytoncides, phyton, the small animals, no? Very tiny micro animals, which are natural antimicrobial compounds, no? antimicrobial compounds, and essential oils released by trees like cedar and pine to protect themselves from insect and diseases. Oh, his research is going like the trees are maintaining their immune system by themselves, protecting themselves, and in order to protect themselves, they are releasing this smell, no? All like pine trees has a strong smell of oil and this. And if you come and live with this kind of nature and do forest bathing, you also start to develop the same immune system which can protect you from fungus or viruses. You know, we use camphor to camphor for cleaning the aura or cleaning the fungus in this way. Camphor we're using, or many essential oils we use to clean the environment. They are killing bacteria and viruses. So this is his research. Research idea is that the way trees are protecting themselves from the attack of other bacteria and viruses and diseases, and in order to do so, they are using a trick of smell, oil, releasing oils. So if we come close and do forest bathing with them, we also can develop the same immune system like trees.
You know, would be interesting is, you know, when right before a storm, you can smell the ozone. At least I go outside right before a big storm.
Yeah, and also they smell, if you are walking in the forest, they smell creating psychological changes. You know, long before we had a valley of flowers in India, no, where from Rishikesh up, if you go to Badrinath or Kedarnath, in the middle comes a tongue and it's called Valley of Flowers. So this whole valley was full of flowers, only flowers. So normally, if you enter, the moment you enter, after that, you will lose all your senses, who you are. Time, because so much smell. That's why smell is directly connected to our central nervous system and the neuron processings and very fast reactions. So this research is fine. He is mostly going with more with olfactory, smell, which in traditional way we can say earth element. Nose is the sense of smell is made of earth element. Like fire element makes you eyes, the vision, the water, the taste. No, and same way the nose, 5 sense organs relates to 5 elements. So the sense of smell relating to earth element. So walking in the forest makes you fully grounded.
Yes, I love it.
And
I have to
the smell. In India, yeah, smell, like I'm talking about transforming fear into intelligence. So a special smell you can use, which will start to change the nervous system patterns, the fear into intelligence. It starts to give you insight into your own fear. If you smell and meditate, or just smell, meditation happens by its own. You go into the zone, it starts to transform. So smell is very strongly you can use for immediate functioning of nervous system. Nervous system reacts very fast. Like visual, others will take time. Visual, you can start to rationalize. Many things can come, but smell, no. Smell is the earth element and immediately will change your location. Like if you smell bad, you will move from there. While you are watching a bad movie, you can still sit there and watch. But if smell is bad, you can't remain in your position. You will move. It's earth element. Your location on the earth will change.
You know, what's interesting is a friend and I used to walk when I lived in Clarksville, and we could walk by houses and smell the negativity. We can even smell negativity and positivity too.
Yeah.
So in nature, you go out and you walk and it's grounding. But when in town, when you walk by houses, you might want to try it. You can smell the difference of the houses. It's really interesting. I'll have to
Yeah,
write
if you
about
pay
that.
attention to this micro, yes, like then each place, different place, different energy, different place, like earth element. If you are sensitive to earth element, then you can sense it. The moment you change the territory, your mind changing
Mhm.
because smell, visuals, auditory, the background sounds all changing. So walking the natural powers. So when we be with the nature, it's like, yeah, it's a natural power, immune system, functioning of the brain, but very primitive way. You start to function without thinking. No, like if you live very close to nature, there is no buffer zone of thinking of right, wrong, good, bad, I will be judged bad, or the fear of judgment. These things disappears. Like living close to nature, the fear of judgment disappears. Nobody is judging you.
Well, and also when you get out in nature and when you get grounded like that, the animals aren't afraid of you either because it affects your energy field. And there's a piece about you that they're not threatened by you. I noticed too. Because it's everything's all connected.
Yeah, this is one way the power, healing powers given by the nature. Also same with the river. With the river, also the same. If you do river bathing, but river has different, it's a taste. It's affecting the water element, affecting our taste, the rasa, and the flow. So if you sit with the river, you can let go. Like forest will make you grounded and very aware of the earth where your feet is moving. In the forest, you are too much aware of your feet in the forest. In the road, no, you can look at the sky and walk on the ground. But in the forest, no. You need to be fully focused, otherwise you will end up somewhere else. So too much awareness of the feet. In the water element, living with the natural life with river, to be a friend with a river, make a friend by any river. We have Ganga or Yamuna, which is sacred. It's a different matter of energy. But by any river, any flowing water, or sitting with waterfall, something flowing continuously, then you can let go. Like if something has happened in your life, a trauma, and you are holding on to it, positively or negatively, doesn't matter. You can make it a positive cause or negative cause of life, doesn't matter. But if it has become very deep, you can be with a river. So you're just sitting with a river, slowly, slowly you will see your thoughts. You can't stay at a thought. No, everything will be in flux, flowing. So you can let go very easily with water element.
Oh,
With
with
earth,
water.
we can be grounded. And same, earth is basically affected by smell. Most of because earth element is the nose. Water, fire, many people do with fire. But fiery people are angry people. If you want to burn your anger, or in your own anger, you want to burn your negativity. Here, you want to let go of negativity. There, actively, you want to burn. Actively, you want to burn all your negativity and purify. You have an idea like purification, like burning. This way. And then you can choose the fire element. Yeah, bonfire or any way fire. playing with fire, being with fire, being with hot places.
Don't you think fire is kind of a reflection, though? If you look at it long enough, it almost can, well, not even almost. Fire can transmute earth and spirit.
Fire
Like you
is
can,
in the middle, no? Fire is in the middle. Before fire, we have air and ether. And after fire, we have water and earth. So fire is exactly in the middle in the 5 elements. Yeah, centered. So many people take fire, the light, as the main to begin with their meditation. So candle, fire worship is in many places. They begin with the fire. No, direction, eyesight, forms. Fire relates to, because if you can't see, then you don't have forms. So many people give importance to fire element first and work with the fire first.
So I want to tell you something real quick. When I took a class in Canada with a woman from the Orient, I think Japan or China, and she had us sit in front of a mirror and she lit a candle in front of the mirror, and you have to sit there and look at the flame in the mirror. And when we did that, it literally takes you into the spirit world. So it's a way of connecting at an amazing place. So if you haven't tried that, it's a pretty interesting experience.
I
So
didn't
fire,
try to connect with the spirit in this way. I used it on fire. I used a lot for my meditative way, for purification of purifications of something completely, like turning to ashes, which is one of the Aghori's meditation technique, to be in the cremation ground and watching the fire, where the body is burning. And we have meditation techniques in modern Aghori's way, where you can lie down on your bed and consider you are dead. And yeah, you can first in the imagination, you can also play, like many people use it as an imagination. Osho was also using in guided meditation in imagery, like somebody has something cannot get rid of. So you take the person consciously in yoga nidra, and then guide the person that consider yourself dead. Now people coming, taking you to the cremation ground in your imagination. They put your body on, they are preparing the wood. Now put your body on this, and your body, now they put the fire, and your body is burning the fire. Burning into the, and turning into the ashes. The first is to give an idea to the mind to consider death. And in this process, you will find the fire element, if you use that, many problems will disappear just by the imagination. And particularly the fear of death. Like fear of death is the root cause of many fears, reflecting fear of this, fear of that. We got 1,000 fear, but the root cause is fear of death. So if you practice this meditation, your fear of death will disappear. Very strangely, it's an antidote. You are imagining consciously that you are already dead and people burning. So in this whole process, you get the courage to face the death. And the fear turns into courage. I have tried with people, and was also people who get paranoid in spiritual practices. Like sometimes you do wrong practices, you attract wrong channel or some sinisters and some other spirits, or you are tortured by some other spirits. In that cases, also it works, this technique. So this is imagination technique. And direct technique for Aghori one is you lie down and you start to burn your 36 elements. Like we are made of five elements. The Indian system, Tantra system recognizes 36 elements or 24 elements. Doesn't matter how many elements you consider, but keep on burning the element itself. And begin with the toes of the feet. Consider that this toes is burned first and completely burned. And slowly this fire itself, the fire rising in your own body and burning the whole body by itself, turning it to ashes. And then, if you will practice it, you will be exploring a lot of things, either in cognitive psychology or parapsychology, or you can fall in a deep meditation experience. But when I was practicing this, when I was a teenage time, and first time when I encountered this technique and I started practicing it, this Aghori technique, and visiting cremation grounds and watching body burn, like consciously working on death. Was very interesting to me when you start with the toes, you can imagine your toes are burned, feet are burned. But more you go up, more you have difficulty to burn it because you are attached to it.
Interesting.
Interesting, you will find that part of the body you are attached to it, you cannot imagine to burn it. And when it comes to face, it's the most difficult thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can imagine to burn, my toes burn very nice, very far away, very far away. All the toes burn very far away. Feet burn, knees, shin bones, this burn, disappeared. When will it start to come up? Now you will have a problem. Oh, chest. And when it's coming to hands burn, hands is also very difficult, more difficult than feet. And when it starts to come to your face, then you will find very difficult, because then its face is related to your ego structure. Then you will start to see your ego, personality, characters, all ego structures. And if you can burn, ego is also a matter, an element in our spiritual sense in India, philosophical system and spiritual practices, ego is a matter. So in that way, ego is also a matter, mind is also a matter, body is also a matter, 5 elements are there. In that way, there are 23, 24 classical accepted elements, and some Tantra systems puts more elements, 12 more elements. So it doesn't matter which element you found. Then you found ego, burn the ego to ashes.
Well, the head is the ego.
Yeah, no, then you go to head. I'll tell you the face. Face is directly related to your ego. And when you start to burn your skull, the head, then intelligence. Your intelligence starts to come. You can burn the intelligence itself to ashes. It's also a matter. In that way, you keep on exploring the power of this fire. Each fire greater you explore, that can burn the lower things. So like one fire will burn the earth element, then you got another fire, it's burn another element, another fire, more fire will be intensified and settled, and more you can burn. And day you can burn all the elements. Here exists no kundalini, no chakra, nothing. You burn all to ashes. No gods, no goddesses, no chakra, no elements, no kundalini, nothing. Whatever comes, you keep on burning to ashes, and you keep on moving without any attachment to beyond, the path of Aghora. And this is the technique.
Aghora, does that mean enlightenment?
This is enlightenment. No, it's beyond enlightenment. You can't imagine. Aghoras are beyond enlightenment. Enlightenment is only to the intelligence. People call, when your intelligence is awakened, people call them enlightened. They have solutions of everything.
Interesting.
But here, intelligence is a matter. You burn it to ashes. We don't need it.
No, I agree.
No, yeah, we don't need it. You go beyond it. And that's how you keep on come to your Purusha. Burn it. Prakriti, nature, burn it. Three elements. Keep on burning whatever you found, and the fire will be more intensified to burn it because you need to be detached with it. So you need more intensified fire inside. This is the path of Aghora. Adesh.
Desh, this is a really very awesome, great part what you are explaining, because I think I'm living here in a condition with all so-called spiritual people, but what I see is they have all a different costume. They are after one any concept, so, and they are very identified with it. And so this Aghora Path is the very best way from today, I think, for
Very,
nowadays.
very best and exactly suitable in now situations. The path of
Yes,
Aghora is
nowadays it is very.
removing. You see, I applied this Aghora techniques, two techniques. People were fully paranoid in Corona. My one of the students, she was fully paranoid in all the way. In spiritual sense also, they were afraid to meditate, that they may fall in their different spirits with their jealousy, hatred, fear. They could not meditate, paranoid. And when I applied these two techniques, amazingly worked.
Okay.
Paranoid people came to without fear. There are more other techniques. We call it skeleton tantra, kankal tantra. This is burning the body, smashan, and there is another tantra is called kankal tantra. No, only the when you see the body, not only the skeleton structure. Like when I see you, I don't see Jenny. I start to see what is the skeleton structure behind it, like an X-ray. How many bones, where they are going. Nothing, I see only bones in Jenny. No? In this way, I keep on practicing my consciousness, inserting this idea that its skeleton structure is the same.
Right.
And I end up with the differentiated knowledge. And I move beyond differentiated knowledge to undifferentiated knowledge, the knowledge of one, which is not divided. We have knowledge, but we have knowledge, a divided one in some parts. And there is a knowledge of one, which is undivided. So this to practice undivided, you need to see same in everyone. This is also a fire element, visual technique. Fire, no? Related to fire. Kankal Tantra. We call it Kankal Tantra. And that is Shamshan Tantra.
What I actually have done is I see everyone as a heart.
Yeah, that's you a different element. I am talking fire element.
Okay.
Water,
I'm just saying,
earth,
I didn't
fire.
know. I don't know anything about what you're talking about, but I love it.
You follow water element, no? You heart, no? Flow, let go. This is your slogan of life. Let go, heart, flow. This is how you are healing. So you are using, everyone is master of one element at least, no? One should know which element. So fire, and then comes the air element also. You can do. Air is the touch. Touch. This one was smell, this, and the sense of touch. Touching the water, touching the air, touching the people, hugging people, touch. Exploring through touch. So if I am saying something, you are not listening, you are saying, how is touching? Where is touching me? This way you are living your life, no? When you see a sunrise, sunset, oh, where is touching me? Oh, it's touching in my heart. It's touching in my shoulder. It's touching in my knee. It's touching in my belly. No, it's touching in my throat. So this way you start to sense is the sense of touch, air element, more deeper than fire. Sense of touch. The first sense organ, the sense of touch.
So when you touch other people, I mean, because I'm one of those at my classes at the end, I said, I want to give everybody a hug that wants one, or, or I'm open to it. And so I end my classes hugging everyone. So I don't know why I do that. It comes over me to do that. So that kind of touch is different than what you're talking about.
Any touch. The masses you give to the last touch is more deeper than whatever you talked.
Oh, man.
You give 1 hour session to the person. But at the end, when you hug and touch, you give more deeper masses by touching the person in 1 hour healing.
Okay, get it. That makes sense. Mm-hmm.
That touch went directly the assurance, the compassion, the thankfulness, the gratefulness, that is in the touch directly. In order to feel the form of gratefulness, you need to witness, watch that somebody is doing something. Bowing down, praying, changing gestures, then. But the touch, and directly you can sense what kind of touch it is. Because through touch, all organs has developed. Through touch has developed the fire. Through touch has developed the water. Through touch has developed the earth. They all has coming out of touch. And the first thing touch gives, the fire. Any touch will directly affect the fire. It will ignite it or diminish it.
So what would make the difference in that?
Difference in what sense? Like suppose we are talking, I'm touching you, but this igniting a fire in you. With this touch, coming fire in you, a life force in you, a desire to live, to express, to open up, to expand, is giving you fire, energy, direct energy, this touch. Then this energy will move further to flow, water, emotions. And then these emotions will finally go to materialize, earth element. No, direct, something happening, changing the earth. Smell, you can smell it now. Before, you could sense the touch, you can see, you can taste, now you can smell the final manifestation. But from where the touch is originating? Ether.
Ether?
So you can, ether, akasha. So from ether coming the touch, no? The first sense organs, touch. Then the ether. If you can also be with ether.
Space.
In two polarities, ether. You have to train the mind to be on two polarities and very relaxed. Nothingness and everythingness. No, a center, ether, which is nothing and everything at the same time. When you sense it's nothing and everything is coming out of it, the air is coming out of it, the fire is coming out of air. So this way manifestation coming, but itself is nothing, but having everything. Is the source of everything, but appears as nothing. Subtlest, very less weight, very less, in any way, very subtle, but the source of everything. So training the mind to be on two polarities, like I am nobody, I have no money, I have no friends, I have no kids, I know nobody, in all the way going to nothingness, and you are relaxed about it. You are like Akasha, nothing is moving in you. And another polarity is, I am everything, I can do all the miracles, I am all powerful, I can manifest, I can create whatever I want, I am omnipotent. Another polarity, and you are relaxed about it. Your emptiness. So if you can train your mind in two polarities, you can directly reach the ether. I'm not saying something higher and lower, but being with nature, being with this ether, you don't need anything. Any empty room, any cave, any empty space, whichever rewinds to nothingness, or vastly open space like desert and desert and desert and desert, you don't see anything else except desert, or ocean, vastly infinite. So two polarities you need to keep and combine the elements.
You're detached from
Fully
anything.
and attached, not one.
Yes.
At the same
Yes.
time, detached and attached at the same
Attached.
time. Nothing and everything at the
Absolutely.
same time. One way it appears nothing, and another way, potentiality coming, everything is coming out of it, womb of everything. So we call it yoni, vagina.
Or happiness.
No,
Freedom.
happiness is an expression of it. When it's expression,
Yeah.
it's happy.
Yeah.
But in a way you go, so you see that yoni, something is coming out. So ether will become the womb, the vagina, through which all other four elements are coming out. And beyond ether, something will become the womb and other elements coming out.
Beyond ether. Okay, explain beyond ether.
Beyond ether, there are many elements, many elements. Beyond ether, many elements there. The ego itself is subtler than ether because it can control the ether even. Ego has more power and more subtle than the elements itself. No? Can you sense? Ego is so subtle. How to describe it? You can sense it with your intelligence. That's it. But so subtle. It's subtler than the elements. Elements are grosser than the ego. Ego is very subtle. Very subtle. So that's how ego can control the elements. Because it's subtle, it's more powerful. In this spiritual world, God is subtlest, the most powerful.
Okay, explain that again.
In this world of our healing world, or this spiritual world, that which is most subtle has more power and govern the gross. Like spirit world can govern the material world because they are subtle. They are coming from another subtle dimensions. There could be spirits or something more subtle. So in that way, we go to God, which is the very subtlest.
No need. You're saying no needs.
No, subtlest, like you know that here is X-ray is subtle. X-rays are subtle. They can pass the wall. Wall looks very concrete, but small subtle rays can destroy it because they can pass through it, no? They can affect it fully inside.
So you're talking energy.
Yeah, energy, yeah. The grosser the energy and subtle energy governs the grosser energy, the design of the universe. And that's how we go to subtle dimension and affect the physical dimension. Like mind is subtle, but mind can affect the body very fast.
Yes, through emotion.
Very fast. And intelligence is subtler than the mind, governing the mind. It can change the mind in 1 second, the whole mind system. One spark of intelligence and understanding can change the whole structure of your mind in a split of the second. Realization of a truth in a fraction of the second, which you say, I have a glimpse of God. But one glimpse of God in 1 second changes the whole structure of your mind forever. Certain.
Or if you have a choice and you choose to change that thought. You see what I mean? So if you get upset, let me give you an analogy. So if you get upset about something and then you look at it and you just say, it's irrelevant. It's not even important. That changes you being upset. I'm trying to put it in a way to absorb it mentally, what you're talking about. So
I'm talking that the design of the universe is in a hierarchical system.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like earth is the grossest element and the final, but earth can be, water is more powerful than earth. And the water is the mother of the earth in our philosophy, theory of creation, which we study and believe is true and function through that with all the, so the water is the mother of the earth. And fire is the mother of the water. And air is the mother of the fire. And ether is the mother of the air. That's how these 5 elements are. Each one is creating another. So if the creation begin from the beginning, you go to the beginning of suppose this earth planet came into existence. So before that, ether was there. Through that ether came out the born air. Through this air, born fire. Through this fire, born water. And through this water, born earth. So earth is the final, after earth, we don't know what more solid could be. But until earth, we know. So if you look at the history of this earth as a solid we are living, before that, it will go through these phases. First, it will be form of gas, then form of fire, then form of water ball. So first it will be ball of gas, then the ball of fire, then the ball of water, and then the ball of earth.
So all this was created from a thought, or it just was?
That's that we don't care. When we study analytical philosophy, don't believe in God, don't believe in a creator. We study the methodology and the law of creation as a scientist. We don't need God here. It's matter. We need God maybe later when we go beyond your whatever. But this is just the material. The intelligence can observe it. We need at least intelligence, an observer. An intelligence observer, which is active, not only passive. It's active observer, intelligence, observing these 5 elements. We don't need God. When we go beyond intelligence, maybe. But not here. Until 5 elements, we don't need God. We don't believe in God. It's just a natural process of creation, a design of the universe. the way creation and destruction and elements come to play, and powers belongs to that. These are all powers. To play with any element, if you want to really harness natural powers, then you should know which element is your strength. Can you be with ether, or air, or fire, or water, or earth? Whatever you can choose, begin with your strength. And include your weakness also. Then you will start to include slowly. But begin, one will be your strength. You can also see through the signs the person are born.
Yeah, the astrological signs would affect that.
Astrological signs also may help you to recognize which element is more functioning. Like you can see, oh, I am more using fire. I am doing sadhak of fire. Or I am sadhak meditator on water meditator. So each meditator has to find its own element, which is strength in the person. And naturally, person can harness that power. And
So
look for me.
What's your astrological sign?
Mine is air.
Well, I mean, as far as like Cancer,
and
Taurus.
Also my main power is air. I can manipulate air very easily. Very easily. Air.
But I mean your actual sign. What sign is that?
Gemini.
Oh, Gemini, dual personality.
Yeah, it's
That's
also
dual
air.
mind.
Yeah, dual, both. Everything,
That's
nothing.
awesome.
Yeah.
Super intelligent.
So for me, ether is also easy. I can easily bridge the two completely opposite, which has no way to like relate. But I can find the relations and harmony. So I can work on, I worked on both. I meditated on ether, then air, then fire. Water is difficult for me, and earth.
And I'm all water.
Two are missing, yeah. Water and earth, I'm working on it.
That's the way we make a good podcast.
That's why I choose to live nearby water, river, no? So
yeah,
I can let go of my everything, and letting go, just letting go, learn to let go, and learn to materialize finally, earth, be grounded. So letting go and being grounded, two things still I have to learn. I'm learning in the process, but I'm done with ether, I'm done with air, and I'm done with fire.
Yeah, means it's a journey.
I'm descending. No, I'm not ascending. I'm descending. Yeah, since my whole life I'm descending. So I have descended until now. The final with the river I am, and once it is done, maybe I can find a place only earth element. I don't need a river, but if I have everything, why not?
So what do you mean? So once you get through the
like
river,
this is my choice to be here in Rishikesh near Ganga. Because I'm working on my psychology. Once you worked on the psychology, you are free. Then I no more I need Ganga or a flowing river. It will not be my choice. Ganga is a river. Ganges.
So what happens when you've conquest all of them? What's
not
next?
Conquest. It's just work. I'm not so complete.
Whatever you want to call it. What's next after that?
Who cares?
Look out. Well, that's something to look forward to then.
Who cares?
Who knows? Who knows?
Well, who cares?
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
So, I mean, this is nothing spiritual here, but yes, spiritual powers, more subtle dimensions, and harnessing power through the natural powers, through the natural elements. Knowing your strengths and weaknesses. So my weakness is Earth, my strength is ether, air. So, and water, I'm not good either, but I'm learning. I need to be more with flowing water, just sit nearby or spend more time with something flowing with water. That's it. Like I should sit nearby river 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So little bit more watching something flowing.
That's where I go to meditate, is out in the woods. I sit on the ground, put my feet on the ground by a river, and it's just so peaceful. And then the birds start singing, and it's just so beautiful. I love it. That's where I walk, is to the river. I don't live very far away.
We come to 9 o'clock. Who will sum up natural healing powers? Anyone experience short where you felt it? Which element?
I love to hug trees.
So touch.
Yep,
touch.
I love to.
You see, you combined touch and water and earth. You're combining, you see? The one act is not all elements,
I am the fire.
You are fire, me also fire. Very nice with fire. So for me, watching also in cremation ground, watching bodies burning there, sitting there, just watching, or doing havan, yagya, fire offerings, which we have in India.
Yeah, and all the smoke.
Yeah, so that also for me nice. I enjoy very much, very energetic.
Wouldn't that smell be terrible?
No.
It smells special, unique. Yeah.
No, I mean, you can also sit where it's not smelling, but this is that is not that you need to do fire only with body burning. You can collect in a Vedic way. You can do yagya, havana, very nice smell, and you can put all essential oils, ghee, and
different wood is also smelling
different wood of
and
sandal, and you can use. You don't need to use. You can use nice way. I mean, both way. No, both polarities there. Both you can. Both are the fire. Both are the
I like
fire.
really this Kashi because Kashi has Ganga Mata and the cremation ground. You have the fire
Yeah, you
element
can go
and
to
the
Kashi,
water.
take a boat in the Ganga water, and be far away, no smell, and you can watch the hundreds of bodies burning, or maybe at least 5 to 10 every continuously burning. So anytime you go, sit there and meditate, and be far away, no need to smell.
But also they are smelling all different.
I mean, if you know who you go to Pandit, go to yoga school, and there you have a very nice way of fire ceremony with mantra, with harmona, with I mean, both are available. If you want something free, you need to you don't you don't have much choices. Otherwise, it will be expensive. Other one which you will say, no, then you have to buy all things and then burn it. It will be expensive. And one is free.
So you don't bury people in the ground in a casket?
No, not Hindus.
At all?
No, there are exceptions, but usually yes. Exceptionally only. There are exceptions. You can bury in the ground. You can also throw in the water, but in special cases.
Why in the water, though?
You
mean throw the body in the water?
You can give the water. Also, some people try to throw in give it to feed it to to vultures, to animals. Also, you can throw. Give it to the animals. They will be happy at least with the food. Yeah.
Oh, my.
So
Yeah,
there's so many ways, so many ways. You can choose any element, earth element, fire element, water element, or just throw in the empty sky, ether element. No,
yeah,
you
but
go to
going in
the
the water,
space. No, go to the moon and throw your body there in the empty sky. Let it float
wouldn't
in
that
the
toxify
space.
the water?
Ether. You can dispose it in the ether element, or just leave it empty in the air. And the insects will come, or birds will come, they will eat it. In the desert, they just leave it open for the food. It's a culture.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so you can choose any element. You have chosen earth, air. You can choose your body to be to any source. Through any source, you can let it decompose or disappear through any element. In India, we have many monks, sadhus, water element. Some goes to the earth element, some in water, and usually in fire.
Is there a specific way that monks do it?
Yeah, water or earth.
Yeah, wouldn't that toxify the water to put a human body in the water?
What the fish will do there? Won't you feed the fish?
Oh, yeah, I never thought of that. Oh, God. Oh, what? This is so morbid. We're talking about so morbid.
This is the powers. The first powers will not come until and unless you have encountered your fear of death.
Yeah.
And first thing, and then the next thing, transcendence of sex. 2 gives you power to go beyond these elements, even beyond these elements. But even with this 2, you can remain in the element with your powers, heal people, fix, and you will be an extraordinary person, even in these elements. But you can go beyond these elements also. But to feel the power.
You mean like a monk where they don't have any sexual activity? That's part of his, what you mentioned sex. I was wondering what you meant by that.
No, you are beyond that, no? If you are
Right.
beyond, it doesn't matter, monks means monks, just wearing the clothes, it doesn't mean that you're beyond your fear and beyond your sex. But what I'm saying that the power comes more and more. No supernatural powers you can harness properly if you have a fear of death. If you're already paranoid with your own death, idea of your own death, you cannot go to subtle dimensions. You will be paranoid.
Right.
And you cannot harness the power. And if you will start to use it for your sexual gratifications, you will exhaust the power very fast. Doesn't matter which power you have. So if you are same way, if you learn to transform your basic instinct, your fear, your greed, your sexual gratifications, desires, all that transforms into supernatural powers. But if someone is succumbing to that, very difficult to harness this power. But for a small extent, everyone can harness. But to show it in a supernatural way, you need to go beyond these 2. Fear of death is the first, and the second is transcendence of sex. Means
So,
beyond. I don't mean that you will not go into sexual act. You are beyond the bondage of sex, and beyond the bondage of the idea of death, and beyond the bondage of the idea of sex. That is called
Right.
freedom. Not that you are having sex or not having sex, or one
The
wife or
need. You're saying the need.
10 wife. It doesn't matter here. The idea of sex you are beyond or not. The idea of death you are beyond or not.
Need. I get what you're saying. It's not to say that, okay.
Yeah, then you go beyond the more powers which governs these 5 elements. There are more supernatural powers which are governing these elements also. So there are powers beyond powers beyond powers. But as far as the nature is concerned and our healthy body mind is concerned, these 5 elements are enough. Anyone is enough. Out of these 5, anyone you master, whichever comes to your nature, you can do healing very easily as far as psychosomatic systems are concerned. Mind and body is concerned, you can do a very nice healing through any element. It's another matter what is God and what is soul and what is beyond and who created the world. Different story, but as a matter of fact, these elements are playing and you understand the play of one element, how it functions, so you can bring healing to yourself and to your clients or to your surroundings.
So, when I think of Buddha, the thing is that he sat next to the tree, but what he actually did was to help people. So I think as we evolve, we learn and help at the same time. We're constantly evolving. But we came here to be human too. So I wouldn't want to sit and meditate all the time. I mean, I came here to enjoy the earth, enjoy the air, enjoy the sun. I'm like Superman. I have to have so much sun in order to, I love the sun, the moon.
So thanks to this Japanese researcher, which gives you an idea, I changed the topic and we started talking about the natural powers and begin with the earth element, with this smell through the forest, and I bring 4 more elements into that. So this is the summing up, and we are already late. Kalinath, do you want to say something? 1 sentence? She's muted anyway. So it doesn't matter. She is happy not to.
Okay.
Yeah. So we see you again and give me the next topic. Next Wednesday, you have any idea?
Not yet. Just kind of